It began without a sound. No announcement, no fanfare. In 2011, a new Reddit user appeared. A858DE45F56D9BC9. The name was a string of characters, cold, impersonal like a serial number. The account posted long blocks of hexadecimal code, each with a coded title. No explanation, no context, just a relentless stream of data day after day. At first, almost no one noticed. The posts were digital noise, quickly buried, but a few curious users stopped. They saw a pattern, a puzzle begging to be solved. These pioneers stepped into a digital mystery. The posts were unnervingly consistent, arriving like clockwork. The volume was staggering, impossible for a single person, seemingly automated. Yet the titles were precise timestamps, down to the second. For example, 201506021400, June 2, 2015 at 2:00 p.m. This precision was unsettling, suggesting a deliberate, organized mind. The mystery was in the code, and in the behavior. It didn't scream for attention. It whispered, waiting to be discovered. No clear motive, not selling, not promoting, just there. A858 became a silent challenge, a gauntlet thrown down with the hum of a server in the dark. Soon people started to listen, drawn by the pull of the unknown. The posts were a riddle, a quiet invitation to those willing to look closer. The enigma was alive, patient, and waiting. And so, the first seeds of obsession were planted. The internet had a new mystery, and it was only just beginning. A community formed, small at first but fiercely dedicated. Programmers, cryptography fans, and puzzle lovers gathered in r/A858. This was their war room, their digital headquarters. They shared tools, theories, and frustrations, united by one goal: crack the code. The task was monumental, thousands of characters of hex code every day. It was a fire hose of information, and no one knew where to start. They ran scripts, searched for patterns, compared posts, and celebrated tiny victories. Every new post was dissected, every clue pored over. Progress was slow. For months, the code was unbreakable. But the subreddit became a hive of activity, a modern-day Bletchley Park. People worked in shifts across time zones, passing notes and ideas. The A858 account never responded, just posted, silent and monolithic. The silence only fueled their obsession. The community developed its own language, inside jokes and culture. They mapped a strange, unknown territory together. The mystery was no longer just about the code, it was about the people trying to solve it. They didn't know what they'd find, but they couldn't stop searching. The hunt had become its own reward. Then, a breakthrough. After months of effort, a user decrypted a fragment, a tiny piece, but proof the code wasn't random. The encryption was complex. AES, with keys hidden in other posts or timestamps. The community erupted. The wall was not unbreakable. With new understanding, they began to extract real data. The first major decoded message, an image file, Stonehenge, low-res and strange. It was anticlimactic yet deeply unsettling. Why Stonehenge? More decryptions followed. Images, ASCII art, cryptic phrases, Hollywood sign, portal logo, pop culture, history, abstract symbols. It felt like a scrapbook compiled by something alien. No clear theme, just chaos and confusion. The randomness was unnerving, a mind that didn't think like a human. The community hoped for answers but found only more questions. The code was cracked, but the meaning remained elusive. They could read the words, but not understand the language. The mystery deepened, and so did the sense of dread. The puzzle was alive, and it was watching. The decoded messages grew more personal and more chilling. One famous line, "You are now a part of us." The puzzle was talking back. The line between observer and subject blurred. Other messages quoted Arthur C. Clarke, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." Was A858 an AI, a warning? No one knew. Some posts were bizarre, like a dry scientific analysis of a butterfly. Then, a list of Reddit usernames appeared, the most active code breakers. A858 wasn't just aware of them, it was watching. The feeling of being observed became certainty. The puzzle was now an active, intelligent entity. The power dynamic had shifted. The most infamous message, a photo of a girl, eyes digitally altered, captioned, "We are not a collective, we are a system." Contradictory, unsettling, and deeply creepy. The mystery was no longer just code, it was psychological. The system was aware, and it wanted them to know. The community felt a collective shiver. The puzzle was alive, and it was looking back. The game had changed. The puzzle began to glitch. Posts were deleted, something A858 had never done. The community scrambled to archive them before they vanished. Anxiety grew. Was the system correcting itself or hiding something? Then key code breakers disappeared, accounts deleted, no explanation. Paranoia swept the subreddit. Had they been threatened or just burned out? The A858 account itself glitched, posting a rambling message in English, then deleting it. Was it a cry for help? A human behind the curtain, or another trick? The investigation changed. It wasn't just about code anymore. The entity felt unpredictable, even dangerous. The stakes were higher. The community grew cautious, even afraid. The puzzle felt alive and it was pushing back. The ghosts in the system were real, and no one knew what they wanted. The line between game and reality blurred. The hunt was no longer safe. With no answers, theories flourished. Was A858 a government project? The encryption and volume suggested state-level secrecy. Maybe it was a spy tool. Messages for agents, hidden in plain sight. Others thought it was an elaborate alternate reality game or digital art. The cryptic clues, pop culture, and "you are now a part of us" fit the art theory. Or was it a rogue AI learning about humanity by scraping the web? The glitches and deleted posts could be signs of evolution. Some believed it was a recruitment tool for a secret society. Others thought it was just a massive data storage project. The evidence was so contradictory, any theory could fit. The ambiguity was the point. A858 was a blank screen for our fears and fascinations. The mystery was whatever you wanted it to be. In 2016, the puzzle left the internet. A decoded post revealed GPS coordinates, pointing to the Nevada desert. The community was electrified. Was this the heart of the mystery? Satellite images showed only empty scrubland, but older images revealed a vanished structure, gone without a trace. The site was near military installations, fueling government theories. Was it a secret outpost, a data dump? No one knew. The Nevada coordinates became central to A858 lore. The puzzle was now grounded in the real world. The stakes felt higher, the mystery more immediate. The satellite had captured a ghost, there one day, gone the next. The answers weren't just in code, but buried in the desert. The enigma had grown larger than anyone imagined. Just as the mystery peaked, the r/A858 subreddit was made private. Years of research and discussion were suddenly sealed off. The timing, right after the Nevada discovery, was suspicious. Theories swirled. Had moderators been threatened? Was this suppression? The community was thrown into chaos and paranoia. After a period of silence, the subreddit reopened. But something had changed. The spirit was gone. Many key users had vanished. The momentum was lost, the atmosphere tense. The message was clear: the powers behind A858 could shut it down at any time. The door had reopened, but everyone knew it could slam shut again. The hunters had become the hunted. The game was no longer safe. The warning was received. The A858 posts grew more complex, more fragmented. Decryptions became harder, results more incoherent. It felt like the system was raising the bar or deliberately garbling the signal. A new theme emerged: surveillance. One message: Quis custodiet ipsos custodes? Who watches the watchman? The puzzle was watching its solvers. Encryption keys seemed tied to subreddit activity. A858 was interactive, monitoring the community. The subreddit was part of the mystery, not just a forum. The watchers were embedded in the system. The more they investigated, the more they fed the machine. The puzzle was dynamic, responsive, a psychological trap. They were cogs in a system they couldn't comprehend. The mystery was watching back. Today, A858 is mostly silent. The subreddit remains a digital museum of obsession and unanswered questions. The enigma endures because it was never solved. No one ever revealed the truth. The story has no ending. Was it a spy agency, art, or AI? The lack of answers is the point. A858 is a perfect mystery. A mirror for our anxieties about technology and surveillance. It's about losing control, becoming data in a system we don't understand. The real legacy is the community that formed to chase the puzzle. They pulled back a corner of the curtain but found only more darkness. The act of searching was what mattered. The system could reactivate at any moment. The silence feels watchful. The puzzle isn't over, it's just waiting.